Well, there are increasing signs that Elkhart is about more than RVs. From the refurbished historic Hotel Elkhart to major riverfront development to a new aquatic center, the RV capital of the world is changing. With more on what's fueling the economic momentum there, I'm pleased to be joined by Elkhart Mayor Rod Roberson, who joins me from his office in Elkhart. Mayor, thanks for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
You bet. Hey, well, I mentioned a couple of things going on, and there is a lot of activity in Elkhart County as well. The Wall Street Journal recognized Elkhart as the #1 emerging market in the country for housing. So you're getting national attention now. What's fueling this momentum?
Well, it's a couple of things, quite frankly. The indices that they use in order to create that designation, one we're very proud of, but it really speaks to the amenities that have occurred in Elkhart even before I took the baton as mayor. We have changed our way of looking at economic development like most legacy cities, meaning cities that were huge manufacturing. We do contribute to the manufacturing equation in the state, and we do well with it. But what's important is that amenities drive that. Yeah. And what has occurred with those amenities and those indices that Wall Street Journal has used is that the things that we're doing for quality of place, quality of life is starting to really benefit to bringing companies here as well as individuals to live here. And so these designations are a product of that.
Yeah, interesting. I know you use some regional cities money for some of the activity up there, again, along the riverfront, number of projects. You mentioned the RV sector, so important to that region and will continue to be so, but you're really diversifying. That the RV piece continues to be important, but kind of diversifying the economy.
It's important that we do. RVs and the suppliers, don't forget the suppliers. The RV industry, the OEMs and the suppliers have driven us for many decades. And we obviously want to make sure that we continue to keep them robust and strong. But what has occurred is that because of that relationship, the suppliers have gained momentum so that they are really providing diversification opportunities for many of the industries. And so when you combine what we've done with quality of place with the supplier base, we are seeing burgeoning industries and medical supply companies that actually use some of the same materials that the RV industry used. We've seen Amazon, which is obviously going to build one of their largest distribution centers east of the Mississippi, right here in Elkhart. And it's so important to us because logistics is basically a hidden gem for Elkhart. We sit right in the middle of 4 major metropolitan hubs in the Midwest, and we carry products to and from in such, with efficiency. So we have companies like Amazon that look at us from a logistical standpoint, but also from the standpoint of how our industry or how our relationship to those hubs help them be able to move their products. So we're getting logistical companies that are actually coming outside of Amazon and asking for warehouse space, asking whether or not there are opportunities to locate here as well.
I know Amazon came to you with that opportunity. So a lot happening in Elkhart. Mayor Rod Roberson, really appreciate you taking the time. Look forward to visiting with you soon up north.
Look forward to having you. We have a wonderful 100-year hotel that will sleep you so well. The Elkhart Hotel is waiting for you, Gary.
Okay, great. Mayor, thanks very much. Have a great weekend.